Hi everyone, welcome to Strong Mind Soft Heart. My name is Joelle and this is my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here today. I have not made a YouTube video in almost 10 months. 10 months, and to be honest, I actually thought it was longer because it feels like so much longer. So much has happened in this time, as I'm sure it has for you too. It's been a crazy season for absolutely everybody all around the world, and life has changed dramatically and drastically in good ways, I would like to say, for my family. And there are some things that are the same, but a lot has changed in our family. So I just wanted to hop on here today to share a bit of an update and to let you know what's going on, where we're at, what's happening now. I am really hoping and wanting to get back into YouTube and making videos again as consistently as I can with 5 young kids and everything that we are doing. So I thought I'd just catch you up. If you are new here, my name is Joelle, and I'm married to David, and we have 5 beautiful children. We are a Christian homeschooling family. I love to do all things mum life: grocery hauls, meal plans, cleaning videos, vlogs, day in the life, everything to do with mum life. So if you would like to follow that journey, then please feel free to subscribe. And if you are back, I appreciate you so much. And hi, and welcome back after such a long time away. So 10 months ago was the last video I would have done. I think it was a grocery haul, and then I may have put up an original song from my husband and myself. And since then, we have been getting up to quite a lot. So just like everybody else, we were experiencing lockdown for the second time approximately 9 or 10 months ago, and we were really busy. So what I didn't announce back then was that my husband had been asked, with myself as well, and our family, to move to Canberra to pastor a wonderful church down here in Canberra. And so during that time, we were in a bit of a transition of trying to get down to Canberra as much as we could to help with the church down there and the services. And then of course, when lockdown happened, it happened in Canberra as well, and the church there was also not able to meet in person. And so because of that, we went online, as many churches did in that season. And what a blessing, that technology of going online and using YouTube and Zoom and all those technologies for a great cause. So that is what we did. And so my I don't know if I would call it spare time, but my time outside of my children and my family was all devoted to those online services and helping to put those together. My husband and I would work for 9 to 12 hours a week to get those services up and running. And so that took priority over my other YouTube videos. As much as I missed it, I just knew I couldn't do everything. I couldn't stretch myself so thin. And so I had to stop during that time. So we did online church for about 3 months, and it was great. It was actually a really special time. Nothing beats, being together in person, but it definitely met the need, and it was edifying and encouraging to me personally and to many others, I believe. So after that, I also was not able to jump back into YouTube because we were getting ready to move. So we were living in Western Sydney. We've been there all my life, except for America, where I was born. Moved to Australia when I was 2, right to Penrith, right to Western Sydney, and I've lived there till I was 35. I turned 36 soon after moving down here to Canberra. So during that time, we were obviously preparing to move. My husband was still finishing his master's degree at university, as well as working a job and starting to pastor a church. So it was a really busy season, and I'm going to try to put some photos in here as I'm talking, so you can see a bit of a visual of what we got up to. So by the grace of God, we moved our 5 children and everything that we owned to Canberra, and that move, I get anxious even thinking about it. The move was full on. I think I definitely underestimated how big it would actually be, and it was definitely stressful. But I want to say it was stressful on the moving from the Penrith side, packing the house and you know, organizing movers and trucks and movers going to the wrong house, like 45 to 50 minutes away, and then coming with the wrong truck, and then the cleaners not, you know, doing the job that we had assigned. And oh, it was just so many things happened. But when we got to Canberra, as we drove into the driveway, the moving truck actually beat us here by about 40 minutes because we still had to, you know, tidy up some stuff and get things ready for the cleaners. And we got into Canberra about 40 minutes after the truck. The truck was gone, and the house was basically, I mean, not the boxes, but all the furniture was put in place. Beautiful people from our church here in Canberra were all here, and they helped, and they made the journey so much. It was just like a weight being lifted off. It was like running, you know, running to that finish line and then just falling into the arms of good friends. And so we were so blessed to have our church family here to help us. And so these last 6 months, since January of 2022, we have been living in Canberra. My husband, thank you, Lord, has graduated from his master's degree. So he's teaching, he's working as a teacher, and he's also pastoring the church full time. And I am assisting him and helping him however I can. And he's doing a great job. We're still homeschooling. That hasn't changed. And I'm very grateful that we are homeschooling, because as chaotic as that season was, these last 10 months, you know, for our kids, that's always been our lifestyle of homeschooling. And so that hasn't had to change. And there's definitely been times where, okay, this is just such a full-on few weeks. We're going to pull back right now and just, you know, do maybe some very minimal work, or just natural learning, or whatever you like to call it, because let me tell you, they learned a lot, especially with the move. They learned a lot. And then there's other times that we've been able to dive in and get lots of work done. And so that's been a huge blessing. Joseph is now 11. Isaac is turning 10 in November. Darius is just about to be 8 in a couple of weeks. Miss Lily turned 6, and Miss May has turned 2, and she is quite the 2-year-old. So anyway, this is where we are. This is what we're doing. We're loving it. It's definitely hard work. We've, in the last 6 months as well, I'm sure that I'm not the only one who has experienced this, but just with, you know, returning to a somewhat normal routine than what we've had in the last 2 years, my kids have gotten sick a lot. And so there's been a lot of stop, start, and it's been pretty full on. And, you know, this is my first time ever living away from my parents. And I know that I am so blessed to have had 36 years right close to my parents. And now we're not, and away from David's parents as well. And it's been a big change. But in saying that, it's only a 3-hour drive back to Western Sydney. So we can, you know, be up there in a day if we had to. And, you know, it's actually made, I would say it's made family time more special, because although we don't have the same quantity of time together, we have much more of a quality time together, if that makes sense. Catching up means so much more, and we don't take it for granted when we get to see each other. So I definitely miss my family, but we have made such wonderful friends down here in Canberra, wonderful church family, and we're just doing it. I wouldn't say that I am completely fully in a routine's not the right word. I would say that there's still a bit of a settling in going on. Obviously, we've only been here for 6 months, but we are definitely getting into a rhythm, and we're coming through our first Canberra winter, which honestly hasn't been too bad. There's been a couple of days that were just ridiculously cold, but for the most part, we're blessed to be renting this house here with some beautiful heating, and we rug up and we stay warm, and it hasn't been too bad. I love going outside and seeing snow on the caps of the mountains. It just fills me with so much peace when I see God's beautiful creation, and I'm loving the fresh air. I'm loving the lack of humidity. It's absolutely beautiful. So I hope that you will join me if you would like and follow along on this journey. our family's journey on YouTube. I am posting again and I'm so excited to be back, and I hope that we can connect again as well. And if you're on Instagram, please feel free to follow me over there as well, because that's just another way to be able to connect between videos. So I hope you're all doing well. It's so good to be back. God bless you, and I will see you soon, very soon, with another video. Bye.